Hello, welcome, salutations, and greetings. I am your humble rabble-rouser and game master, here to take you on another episode of Hyperdive Heroes. Thomas Kirkendall, here to torture my friends and fellow players. I have a tummy ache, and so I'm ready to go, basically.
Brad, you know, you gotta be uncomfortable to be able to put out the best art. It's one thing I've always learned.
Suffering makes the best art. So I'm ready to go. I've got some peppermint tea, and I'm ready to roll.
We're so back.
We're so back. Who wants to go next?
I am Deidre Rude. I am here. I am queer, and I am ready to rock and roll as my wonderful character, Chad Ryan, 2 first names, is the quarterback of his football team, and yeah, he wears his Letterman's jacket with pride.
Yeah, you actually can't change your outfit in this strange world we've come to. You're stuck with the same outfit.
It's true. I can't equip any clothes or anything else.
We did determine that you can at least take off the jacket.
I can take my clothes off, but I can't put any other clothes on than my other clothes. And I'm also I'm afraid to take my clothes off because I'm not sure if I can actually put them back on.
Also, if you lose them, that's gonna be really bad.
Yep.
All right, who's next?
Just say I'm a grower, not a shower.
God damn it! All right, who's next? Save me. Who's next?
I will go next. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Alexander Kirkendall, and I will be playing our immensely tired and still quite shoeless Robert O'Ryan Bancroft, also known as Rob.
I'm the fucking Lizard King.
I'm the fucking Lizard King.
And I believe, Tristan, that leaves you.
That leaves me. I am Tristan Riley, and I am playing Sonny Summers, a simple guy in a complicated situation.
And boy, what a complicated situation you have all found yourselves in. From fighting skeletal pirates to conversing with evil henchmen of a Shadow Lord, to meeting various colorful and horrifying characters, to learning more about the nature of the world you are in, which seems to be some sort of strange analogistic video game reference, or like a series of video game references that are quite jarring and disturbing, to say the least. And it only seems to get worse the longer you're all here.
So it would seem.
Kind of getting uncomfortable here, gang.
I mean, I do have a cool bow. I do like that.
I get you more cool bows to make up for it.
Yeah. Some cool arrows with them, too. I could use more arrows.
Can be bought with loot.
Yep. Loot
As
is good.
any good tabletop gamer can.
I cannot be bought with loot.
I can be bought with a loot.
You can't even equip it.
You are a loot, sir.
Chad, you're the greatest treasure of them all.
Yeah, I am the loot.
If you do happen to lose your clothes, you can stay nice and warm in my inventory.
Oh, boy.
Put the boy in his pocket. Put him in there.
Quick, hop in this liminal space. It's warm in there.
I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there if it happens.
Guys, I jumped into the inventory and now I'm in the back rooms. Please help.
This whole place is actually just a really elaborate setup to introduce that you've actually been in the back rooms this entire time.
God damn it.
What?
Honestly, wouldn't.
I knew it.
All comes around.
Knew it.
Damn it, we're in the we're in the SCP light fandom.
As you can see, Stanley woke up and left his office.
No.
We're just stuck in the Stanley Parable.
No.
I feel like the Stanley Parable would make a great SCP, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah. Big time.
It is an SCP. It is us, people. 100%. Okay. As we left off, all of you had entered into the shop, which, I mean, that's all it's called. It's just the shop or shop on a wooden sign in simple letters. And you all found a note resting upon the desk belonging to Adam Inn, who is the owner of the shop, who appears not to be in, as it were.
I get it.
One of you like to...
Well,
thank you. would one of
They
you
got
like
real creative when they named this place.
real quick, does one of you want to reread the note that was left?
Reading this in Robert's voice as he's reading it aloud. Hey there. I've stepped away to take care of something. Sorry I missed you. If you need anything, please speak to my assistants, Sugar and Spice. I'll see you when next I'm in. Haha. I feel like the joke would land better if he had an extra N in there.
You said that last time too.
I said it was for posterity.
Oh my god.
And just as you say that, you hear two voices snicker as from the ceiling, descending into view, you see what appears to be two little fairies. One of them has white fluffy hair and sort of like a white fluffy like frilly dress, and the other one has kind of like a red hair and has more like shorts and like a little jacket with like an exposed midriff. Looks a little more like, you know, sporty and the way she's dressed, and they're kind of floating in the air back to back. They're very small. They're small enough to land in the palm of your hand. So they're these little tiny fairies. And they float down kind of in unison, snickering after you said that, kind of into view. And that is where our scene opens up, with you standing in this shop filled with shelves and glass cases filled with all sorts of items, potions, scrolls, little boxes with curious designs on them, even some weapons underneath some glass display cases, and some wooden shelves with some books on them as well. So it's like an all-purpose shop with almost anything you can imagine in it.
Excellent.
Hey, Miss Tummy Shirt. I expect your spice?
Well, that's real rude to call me that. I have a name. You could use that.
Right.
I assume you are the aforementioned titular Sugar and Spice.
That we are. And the one with the fluffier white hair goes, yeah, indeed we are. It's a pleasure to meet new people here in the city. We don't often get visitors from afar.
So I've heard.
I can't imagine why. We seem to be the only three normal fellas around here.
I do apologize about our boss being out, but he has business to take care of, but he'll be back eventually. But until then, any sort of business you need to do here, you can do through us. Sugar and, of course, my good close friend Spice.
Does your boss happen to look a lot like the guy who runs the coffee shop and the inn?
Oh, you're talking about Java?
Right, Java.
Yeah, Java.
No, Java's just a weirdo, Spice says.
At least someone else recognizes
Definitely felt. I definitely felt that.
No, he runs back and forth between multiple shops and like has different really bad disguises. Like, honestly, I don't know what it's about. Like, he's supposed to be the protector of the city, but he spends more time like pretending to be different people than like actually protecting the city.
Well, it's extra funny when we split up and go into different shops and force him to try and be in two places at once.
He's really not used to so much business. Usually there's like other places people go to, but like specifically like for the shops that the heroes are supposed to come to, he like wants to be directly in charge of them, like for some reason. Like, I don't know what his deal is.
Gods,
but like,
don't tell me he's a micromanager.
I get that. I get that impression. You hear Sugar say?
Well, I'm
Just a
sure
little bit.
glad that we're not the only three fellers who realize this. We thought we were the only sane people like in the whole city. So.
Oh no, he's a strange fellow.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, it was kind of
a big
it was
sigh
kind of
of
a lot
relief.
with Java, and then the court wizard, and just a lot of very eccentric characters here.
Don't get me started on that wizard. Oh God.
Sugar goes, oh, listen, we have been to the castle only a few times, and we'd like to keep it that way. There's a lot of weird people who live there.
Anyway, I am covered in dry salt water and would like a fresh set of clothes and hopefully a pair of shoes.
Oh my God, you're covered in it. You're covered head to toe. In fact, you've been tracking water in here on our carpet.
I've had a rough day.
Wait, fair enough.
Your shop's carpeted? Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
There's a rug.
Oh wait, it's a rug, so not like a full carpet. Just to clarify,
It's actually like a bunch of rugs we put like next to each other, so it's like kind of like it's carpeted, but it's actually just a bunch of rugs next to each other.
I didn't realize they had carpeting in Fantasyland, but this is a little bit of a different.
Quite fancy for the Middle Ages.
Mr. N said it was like cheaper just to buy carpets and cover the floor, but all the carpets he bought, or like all the rugs he bought, were like way more expensive than just carpet on the floor. So like he just like bought a bunch of stuff that was way more expensive than he needed to.
Is this what a Persian? Is this a Persian rug here? These are like
probably. I don't know what that word means.
Those are like $7,000.
I still don't know what that means.
Can I please get a set of clothes?
And, yeah, could you also find a pair of shoes for my friend that aren't fish?
Oh.
His face.
You hear
Robert's face drops.
I love it. He's just like, yep, this makes sense. I get it.
You hear Spice say, you've been around Marlin, haven't you?
You couldn't tell by the salt water?
No, I just, I was hoping it was another reason.
Perhaps the stink of dying fish?
I know, we're landlocked and nowhere near the sea, so honestly I should have expected as much. But hot springs eternal, I thought maybe you fell in a pond, or maybe somebody dropped a bag of salt on you.
Yeah, no, he wasn't assaulted in that fashion.
Oh, that's funny.
I wish it were that kind of less traumatizing.
That's pretty funny.
Not for me, but here we are.
I'm laughing.
I don't hear it.
You hear Sugar say, I'll pay no mention or, mind despise. She just tends to be, a little spicy.
I couldn't tell.
Seeing as you two are a bit more, normal than the rest of the here city folk, or at least those in the palace, what do you, and I kind of lean forward a bit conspiratorially, what do you know about Mr. Marlin, our wizard? Where does he, come from?
Sugar speaks up and she goes, well, I don't think everybody at the palace is bad. I would say that if anybody has had a good head on their shoulders, Princess Giselle is actually one of the few people that we don't mind hanging out with when we go to the castle, though she never really leaves.
I'd agree thus far. She seems nice.
Yeah, she seems to, have an actual personality. I feel like a lot of the people around here are very two-dimensional.
Well, what can I say? Everyone's dog-tired with all the Shadow Lore business. People don't have a lot of time to think about things other than just living day to day, honey.
Uh-huh.
Robert sits down to get off his poor feet.
Spice comes over with a measuring tape that's, really big, but she's, fluttering around with it. She holds up part of it for you to take one end, and with your help with one hand each, she starts, measuring you. As she, fllutters about you.
Surprised you need to tailor this.
You see Sugar look over and says, well, Spice likes to be accurate. I don't like to give people clothes that are either too small for them or too large.
Right,
I like to get people clothes that are just right.
I'll stand back up so you can get accurate measurements.
Thank you very much.
Guns, my feet.
Gosh, you are wet and salty, disgusting. You smell like a pear.
I wish I didn't, but here I am. I would like a set of clothes so that I can go take a bath and then have some nice clothes.
And so while they're kind of measuring Robert, Chad, and Sunny, there is a whole shop in front of you that you could look at. And you did recently come into the possession of some of the local currency.
We do got some bits.
Bits. Some bits and bobs.
I mean, y'all have some bits. I don't have anything, because I'm an item.
So, mostly Sunny.
Yeah.
That I do.
I was wondering if there's a way I could use my glitch powers to, kind of see, labels of different objects. Could I use
what are you going to try to do?
I just wanted to, see, there was, a way I could, literally, scan the room and see, what everything's labeled as, in the code.
Nothing happens just by looking at anything. Anytime anything has happened has been when you've touched it directly.
Okay. I guess I'm going to go around and just start, touching random objects and just seeing what comes up. Kind of learning, trying to learn a lot more about, how the world works and, how, different items and, subclasses are labeled, so that way I can kind of get more of a idea of how to use my powers to manipulate those things.
Okay. Like last time, this is definitely going to be the glitch roll that we did before. And you need a 4+.
Okay, 4+. Just gonna do a normal roll because I don't feel like I get any kind of special boon. That is a 1.
Okay.
Every time.
So I think you walk over while Robert's being measured and Sunny's kind of looking around, Chad, and you go to like put your hand like on like one of like, you know, the shelves with like books, like to touch one of the books, and your hand kind of phases through the book and like into the books, and then when you try to move your hand away, the books start coming away with your hand.
Oh no.
And now they're like, the books are like fused to your hand. You've got like 3 books around your hand now.
Well, that didn't work. So, how do I get these off my hand now?
It's just Robert in the background, or like getting measured, and like right behind him, you can see Chad like waving his hand, like trying to like throw these books off.
Chad, you all right?
Yeah, just
Come walking over.
stuck with some real page turners here.
Let me see if I can pry that off you.
Go ahead and try.
I try to grab a hold of the book and try to pull it off his hand.
You grab a hold of the book. As soon as you grab a hold of the books, an option pops up called Place in Inventory.
Oh. All right, let's try that. I tap the option.
The books and Chad vanish into your inventory.
All right, I take the books and I throw them out of the inventory.
No, they're still on your hand.
Fuck!
But you're both in the inventory now.
All right, I'll jump out of the inventory.
So you vanish and then reappear with the books on your hand still.
Like, damn it, that didn't work. Apparently these books are a part of me now.
Bother.
Robert, you see Spice kind of fly back, nods and to herself a few times, drops or kind of tosses the little measuring tape, like Taylor's tape behind her, which Sugar kind of catches like a beach ball midair, like kind of goes back a bit after having catching it. And as she kind of cracks her knuckles and sticks one tongue out of the side of her mouth in like concentration and points at you, as a swirling of kind of red orange mist rises around you, which smells of cinnamon and other sort of like spices like cinnamon and nutmeg and stuff like that. And before long, after it kind of flutters away, you're wearing much the same outfit you were before, but now it has sort of like orange and red kind of highlights that almost are reminiscent of like when you kind of look at yourself, it's almost kind of like you look like a pumpkin. Like the outfit is very pumpkin themed.
Very autumnal vibes.
Yeah, very much. Very autumn vibes. You are going to gain what I'm going to call nice spice clothes.
Okay.
Which you can add to your inventory.
Oh, God.
They basically are nice traveling clothes for adventuring and whatnot that always smell of various spices.
So that would be basic gear?
Yeah. You smell really nice all the time.
Nice. This is quite nice. I do wish you would have just given me the outfit, though, so that I could go take a bath first.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Does it have an auto clean feature?
A what?
An auto clean feature?
Do you mean like magic that can clean it up?
Right.
I think what he means is does it just always smell that nice all the time? As I'm like flinging my arm up and down trying to get the books off.
Oh yeah. Spice kind of crosses his arms. She said, "Consider it a gift from me for saving the city." Saying is that, you know, a lot of the people here owe you, so I'll just say it's on the house.
Just a very quiet thank you from Robert.
She'll nod.
How kind.
Well, gentlemen, I suppose I will leave you to it, he says quizzically, looking at Chad, flailing around.
Yeah. He's still shaking his arm and the 2 books are still on it.
I look at Chad for a second. Good luck, I guess. I don't know how I can help you.
I'm just going to take some deep breaths, like in through my nose, out through my mouth, and kind of like focus and try and like see if I can just like get them to fall off my arm.
Yeah, sure. Give me another just flat roll.
All right.
Yeah.
5.
5. Oh yeah. So you flail your arm one more time and the books kind of slide off like, and then hit the floor with a thud.
Oh, thank God. I didn't want to have to pay for them.
Careful with those, unless you're planning to buy them.
Nice.
Sorry, I have this very interesting thing going on where I'm actually like considered one of these books technically. Like I'm in the same class as like you'd say armor or weapons. It makes no sense. I don't get it, but I can't pay for anything because I can't carry money or equipment.
Both of the fairies kind of blink at you, Chad, and then turn and rotate on the spot to look at Sunny.
Okay, I'll fuck myself then.
Right.
I'm gonna go check what particular books were attached to Chad's hand.
Yeah.
They have no titles and no information on them, and when you open it up, there's the squiggly lines of like fake text.
Right. Well,
Wow.
I put them back on the shelf.
You do also, though, notice that in the front display case, there is a list of items kind of set up in a way that you would see like in a classic like RPG shop. So it appears to be that all the other items are mostly just decoration, but it looks like the items in the case at the front of the shop where the fairies are appears to be like the items they have on offer.
It's like the Zelda shops where it's like you have like all these things around, but like there's just like the few shelves behind the counter where like there's actually things to buy.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. So if any of you would like to look at them.
Sunny would like to look at those, seeing as they're probably the real items of the shop. The stuff you can actually buy.
For sure. I'm going to put it in the chat.
Just keeping an eye out for, anything that would help us on our quest.
Yeah, I'll put this in chat, so feel free to read those off. And they also has the prices next to them.
Okay. What? Oh, Scroll of Befriend. An enemy minion will become your friend as long as treated well. Okay. Should I read all the properties or just...
Yeah, please. Just like, you don't have to do it in character, but like, just so like, so everyone can like hear all the properties.
Okay. Yeah. Scroll of Missile Repellent. Both magical and martial missiles bounce off you for a scene unless a 6 is rolled. Oh, cool. Scroll of Black Curse. The target is cursed with a bane for the scene and rolls all tests as if they are banes. Nice. Potion of the Perfected Eye. For a day you cannot be blinded by any effect, darkness or brightness, and can see perfectly in any situation, even in the absence of all light. Potion of Speed. Take 2 consecutive turns on each of your turns for a scene, but when the potion wears off, you take a strike of damage. Potion of Healing. Heals 2 strikes. Ring of Talking. A set of 1d4 plus 1 rings. Each hero with a ring can speak to the others over any distance. Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, those are the items you see, and also all their prices are set next to them.
Yeah. I currently have 40 bits. I gave some to Robert earlier.
You gave 16 to me. So
Yeah.
we have 56 total.
Yes, as a party. Is Robert still here?
Hey, Robert's
I
still
think he
here.
left.
No, he hasn't left
Okay.
yet.
Spice does look up as you're kind of looking at the selection, or actually Spice is kind of like flying back, but Sugar kind of looks at you. She places down the tailor's tape, and she says, if you're wondering why our selection is so limited, it's because a lot of the ingredients to make more powerful items have been sort of cut off because of the roads being closed between all of the regions. So if those regions were to open up, there'd be more selections for our shop to purchase in the future. So unfortunately, until anything is fixed on that front, we're only going to have limited options.
Makes sense. Any thoughts, guys? A lot here. We can afford a Scroll of Befriend. We can get the Potion of the Perfected Eye. And we could also afford the Ring of Talking. That might be useful. We can all talk to each other over any distance.
Well, it's 32 bits per ring, so I don't know if we have enough.
We don't get the whole set.
Yeah, you only need 2 because I can't equip it. So
Right.
let's hope you don't lose me.
Let's hope.
Oh boy.
I'll stay
If
close.
you're finding you don't have a lot of like currency at the moment, there's a lot of opportunities to find, treasure and more bits outside of the city and on the way to any of the territories. So if you're looking to have more resources to purchase things, you can certainly go out adventuring and find quite a bit of useful, treasure and whatnot that would help you if you ever come back to the shop.
I think for now, getting a Scroll of Befriend would probably be huge, because it's pretty handy to be able to just not have to deal with somebody. And, as long as we treat them well, we can be friendly acquaintances. It's a pretty good idea.
I like your line of thinking. Let's just buy one of those for now.
Okay. Sonny, you gonna purchase the scroll of befriend?
And I produce the bits. I hold them out to Sugar or Spice.
Sugar's currently the one manning the counter. So you hand out 16 bits to her?
I do.
She'll take the little coin with the 16 on it, and it kind of it's like a whole plate for her. She kind of has to grab it with both hands, and she flutters down and goes behind the counter and comes back up with the scroll, which is, it's a normal size scroll, and she's carrying it in 2 hands. So it looks massive, but she effortlessly floats up into the air with it and holds her little tiny arms out with the huge scroll in it.
I take it and nod. Much obliged.
You're very welcome, darling.
I stuff it in my cloak pocket somewhere.
Yeah, so that takes up an inventory slot, so put that down.
Yep.
Are the group of you going to head back with Robert?
Yeah, probably.
May as well check out the inn, yeah.
All right. All of you go to leave. Sugar and Spice kind of flitter up next to each other and give a little wave, and you hear Spice go, "Good luck out there, don't die." And you Sugar say, "Safe travels, darlings."
We'll do our
try
best.
not to.
Jinx.
Fuck.
You owe me 5 bits. How about that? Or 8 bits.
I don't know. I don't owe you shit because I can't get shit, man.
Damn.
You can have all my loot because guess what? I can't carry it.
That's right. I forgot.
He makes an excellent point.
You're not wrong.
You guys approach the inn and enter, and you find behind the bar of the inn with a big fake mustache, Java polishing a tankard with an apron on.
Hello again, Java. We'd like some rooms.
I'm not Java. I'm Jamie.
That's not what you told me last time.
What?
Is there a
Are
bath
you here for
available?
a room or just a drink? What?
Is there a bath available?
There are baths in every room if you would like to purchase a room for the night.
How much is it?
He kind of looks over and he goes, "Each room will be 8 bits a night."
8 bits?
Damn.
Fine, I slap 8 bits on the counter.
He'll take the 8 bits. And as soon as he takes the 8 bits and you put it down, all of the light and your consciousness fades out.
I was
in
expecting this. I was totally expecting this. Final Fantasy
then
end rules.
Yeah.
And then you open your eyes and you're all standing at the inn again, clean and with your bodies feeling rested but not have experiencing any form of sleep or anything. You feel rested, but you did not experience it. 1 minute, everything faded out, and the next minute you're all standing there again.
Good God.
Orion's brow furrows.
That was a little disconcerting.
Good morning. I hope you slept well.
No.
What in the goddamn fuck?
I just kind of cringe when I hear that.
So this is just gonna be one eternal stream of consciousness. We're not gonna get any actual sleep, are we?
Guess not.
I'm gonna go mad in here.
You feel as if you got sleep. Like you
At
feel
least,
rested.
I mean,
No, I know.
I feel
You just-
rested too. Do you feel rested,
But I didn't
Chad?
have any dreams. It was just a blink.
Yep.
I slept, but I did not dream.
Weird. Well, at least we all feel rested for the price of 1 room, I guess. That's the upside.
Yep, I'll take it.
Okay.
I
violated.
suppose.
Did the time of day change, or I look up at the sky?
It looks like it's
Oh.
early morning now.
Okay.
Well, they programmed the time of day change. That's nice. At least have that.
Yeah.
You also see lots of people, walking about the streets. They're not empty like they were earlier. So there's lots of people, there's wagons going up and down the street, people going to and fro. There's market stands with people calling out for them to come, buy goods and whatnot. So it looks like
Has all the wreckage despawned?
there is no wreckage outside now.
Wow.
Also, all the damage to the buildings is also gone.
I suppose
it.
we should get started, huh? Are you guys ready to
I
leave?
suppose.
Yeah, let's take some steps out and start this adventure.
I suppose.
Java, Java springs over the counter, rushes past all of you and out the door, and then knocks on the front door.
Hello?
Oh boy.
I go to open the door and then I forget that I can't actually interact with anything.
You grab it and there's like an error and nothing happens.
I'll open the damn door.
Actually, give me a
Oh, okay.
real quick. Actually, Chad, give me a D6 roll real quick.
4.
Hey, okay. This pops up when you touch the door. It doesn't open, but this pops up.
Object doors can be interacted with by following terms: hero, NPC, enemy, items, basic, items, special, weapons, scrolls, and potions. Hold on. I'm going to think I'm an item. I'm an item. I'm an item over and over again in my head, and I'm going to see if I can open the door.
An interesting question. Okay, roll me 2d6.
Alright, so that's a 4 out of
4. You touch the door, and the door doesn't so much open as it just suddenly is open.
it's like a Minecraft door. Just
It's just instantaneously open now. There's not even any noise. You just blink and now it's open.
That's amazing. I love that.
Whoa.
Java is standing there, and he as the door opens, he marches forward and actually hits you and does that thing where he sort of walking motion glides to the side as if he's hitting an invisible barrier until he slides past you.
Like rubber banding.
Got the Bethesda rules.
Yeah, and then he kind of slides into view, and then he kind of slides to the side, on solid ground, kind of back to be within the door frame, but just past Chad. Heroes, the princess has asked for you to come to the castle before you set out on your journey.
Okay.
Very well.
I guess we can't refuse the
I
princess.
suppose not.
Come along with me. He turns and once again hits Chad, motion glides to the side of it until he gets past him and then walks out the door.
All right.
And so all of you arrive at the front of the castle, led by Java, as you stride up the stairs.
Still carrying this halberd around because I never got rid of it.
Wow.
Honestly,
You got an inventory slot, bud.
I'm carrying this halberd around, and then Robert sort of his brow furrows a little bit, and he looks at it as he's just lugging this around, and he just sort of and it goes into his inventory, and then he's just like, all right.
Why didn't you do that earlier?
I didn't think about it. I'm also used to carrying things like this around when I'm doing SCA events. So I guess the costuming and the location just sort of put it from my mind.
Okay. I'm going to turn and continue walking up the steps.
The two guards open the doors as they swing open, and you stride in. Java kind of doing these big steps with the motions of his arms, very overdramatic strides as he marches on ahead of all of you.
Fucking arms going at 180 degree angles as he's walking.
Yeah. It's super cartoonish.
I'm never gonna get used to this guy.
Yeah, this seems like he's got a very low frame count for some reason.
Low frame count. Yeah, you guys start walking down the hall. Eventually you get to the door that opens up out into the gardens, and you see a familiar pointed-nosed, staff with a fish on the top, blue robes, very angular, pointed face, cheek or chin as well. He's very pointy looking, very angular, with a big beard that kind of comes down. The beard also is kind of pointed at the bottom. It's very weird. And he looks at you and goes, "Oh, greetings, adventurers! Did you sleep well?"
Not exactly.
I suppose so.
Yep, I guess. As good a sleep as I could get here.
Robert, while the other two, sort of standing behind the other two a little bit so that they can't particularly see him, he's going to give a sort of poignant look at the wizard, trying to communicate, I don't know, something?
You're reading his body language.
Yeah, the wizard doesn't react or blink, but the staff blinks, but you don't know if that's, happens just normally or...
Okay.
Yeah,
I think I've seen the staff blink before.
Well, Robert's trying to suss out the wizard from behind us. I'm just gonna walk forward and say, "All right, you fishy wizard feller, what do you want to tell us?"
The princess is inside. Or outside, rather. Ha ha ha! A joke for levity.
What?
Oh man, my sides are just busting up.
I don't get it.
You see Java go, ha ha ha! A great jest!
Oh god, kill me.
Why is this funny? Why are we supposed to laugh?
I slow turn to look at Java.
Just forget it, Chad. Let's go.
Okay.
They're both staring at you, smiling, unmoving, unblinking.
Remember, Chad, they have difficulty responding to you
I
due
know.
to your nature.
It's so unsettling, though. I don't like the way they look at me. It's like, you guys ever played Five Nights at Freddy's?
Really annoying.
You know, ever played Five Nights at Freddy's?
7 nights at
I'm aware.
Frederick's. 7 nights at Frederick's.
7 nights at Spubby's.
Right.
Puppies.
Yeah, it's
No.
it's kind of. I feel like the animatronics are kind of staring at me in a weird way, and I really don't like it.
A work week at
Yeah.
Wilbur's.
It does kind of remind me of
Fucking Jesus!
an animatronic.
Shut the fuck up.
All right,
That's the game.
princess.
That's our legally
Princess.
distinct version. The work week
Where
at
you
Wilbur's.
at, girl? I'm walking away looking for the princess.
All right. Fucking. All right. So you guys walk through the door. One of the guards opens it up, and you step out into the garden you've been in before. And you see Princess Giselle, her beautiful blue hair, kind of cascading down.
Pretty sure it's the only garden modeled into the game, probably.
You see Princess Giselle standing in the middle of the garden. She's wearing that dark blue dress to match her like dark blue hair. Her hair kind of is done up into that big sort of like bun in the back with some braids as well. And you also see that her striking blue eyes kind of turn to look at you. Everything about her is sort of blue, like blue hair, blue dress, blue eyes. Even the gems and the little silver tiara she wears is like a blue gem.
Yeah, I walk up and I say, "Well, Your Grace, you're looking rather blue today."
Oh, I look like that every day, she says.
So there's nothing wrong? Wink, wink.
Hmm?
Never mind.
Robert gives a curt bow.
I'm sorry?
So, you had something to tell us before we go off on our great epic quest?
Oh, yes. Thank you. Let me see here. She reaches down and you see her pick up what looks like a couple parcels and hands them to each of you.
I will graciously accept.
Before you set out on your journey, I thought I'd have, well, I'm sorry, Chad, I don't have one for you, but I'm sure you understand.
I can't use it anyways.
Yes.
So it's the thought that counts, though. Thank you.
Yeah, your magic.
Can I get 2?
No, I only made the 2. I'm sorry. Should I have
well.
made 3?
No, it's
I
okay.
feel like it might have been nice in spirit.
Oh, I'm
No,
sorry.
it's okay.
I can have a third
No, it's-
one made.
Please, let's just keep going. What's the hubbub? What's up?
Well, seeing as that you're about to go off on your very dangerous and perilous journey, I figured giving you some provisions for the road would be the least I could do.
Oh.
I highly appreciate
Like
it.
a sandwich or something? I start unwrapping mine.
I'm assuming the parcel is immediately added to my inventory and I can examine it.
The parcel, actually, when you open it, you find a couple items inside.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, each of you are going to gain a potion of healing, which heals 2 strikes.
Oh, sick.
Well, Robert and Sonny are going to get that. Not you, Chad. I'm sorry.
Right.
It's okay. I can. I could probably just maybe glitch my health pool. Maybe at some point.
I don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah, we don't know.
Glitch your health down to negative so that it inverts and goes back to positive. Because it doesn't have a negative value.
Brilliant.
It's just death when he hits 0.
So you find one of those potions for healing,
Mm-hmm.
and also what you find in there as well, a weapon for each of you.
Oh.
One more tailored to your fighting style. For Sunny, you actually see it's another bow, but this bow has like fancier, engravings on it. It looks like it's better made. It's got like, how do I say this? Like more like care put into it, and it definitely does seem like a magical item of some kind.
A magic bow.
Yeah. So you're gonna put on your inventory. This is a longbow of an entangling.
So when we started this session, Thomas, I remember you guys specifically having a conversation about how you can be bought off with bows.
That's so weird how that happened. Anyway,
Did you guys just come to an agreement or something?
listen, don't worry about it. So
Connect the hive mind.
Yeah.
So Tristan,
I mean-
what this bow does is it doesn't provide any extra bonuses for damage or attack, but what it does is once per scene, you can fire an entangling shot, which will basically slow or restrain a small group of enemies that you can see within range.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So once per scene, you have like an entangling shot you can fire.
Awesome. Why, thank you, Princess. It's quite a fine boon.
Well, I'm glad I could help. And for you, Robert,
Indeed.
you actually find what appears to be a loot.
Okay.
Robert,
Robert looks at it and then just goes, I don't know how to play this.
well, you are a skull. They know how to play all instruments.
Yeah, you should give it a strum. Figure it out.
Okay. I guess I just sort of give it I don't know. Robert doesn't know how to play an instrument.
Do you pick it up?
Yes.
You pick it up
I have
and kind of concentrate, and you begin to play like a beautiful melody on the lute.
Just very softly under his breath, Robert just goes, "What is happening?"
Beginner's luck.
I start playing Megalovania.
So you do.
Nice.
How
Nice.
how in the
Shit.
goddamn fuck?
Man. Nice.
Yeah, you start playing a little ditty. Okay. So this is going to be this item is going to be called the Bard's Lute. Very basic name. I'm sorry.
So's the bow of entangling.
Shush you.
We won't talk about that.
Everything here is basic.
Everything here is super creative. You just don't understand my genius.
The shop is called shop and the inn is called inn. Everything here is like a basic thing.
It's a fucking like early top-down Nintendo game. It's like Final Fantasy 2 up in here.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
what?
reminds me a lot of like an unfinished alpha test of a game.
It was made in
They're all placeholders.
It was made in RPG Maker X. Like,
So what this allows you to do, what the Bard's Lute allows you to do, is essentially it gives you a second hero die that you can use to give someone else another die to their roll once per day.
That's super cool.
It
You
also
give people bardic inspiration.
it's also a magic loot that doubles as a simple weapon that you can use in a fight.
That's cool.
So you can whack people with this loot.
Yo, that loot is whack. Really? Nobody?
All right, good one.
hold
Nice,
on, I'm writing.
nice. I'm sorry, I was laughing so hard you couldn't hear it.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
My humor is wasted on you people.
My genius is wasted here.
But yeah, you got that item, so make sure to add that to your inventory and what it does.
Yeah.
And you also, this is for basic gear, you also all receive 10 days of rations.
You mean they
Right.
receive 10 days of
Yeah,
rations?
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
need to eat
Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah.
I am an item.
With 10 days. Yeah, everyone gets stuff except for Chad. We can just assume that going forward, that when people get things, Chad doesn't get anything. Not because
Yeah, and I'm just like, no, it's cool. It's fine. It's fine. It's cool. I don't have
Y'all
FOMO.
get. Not me. Oh, right.
Chad's like, you know what? I didn't even want them. I didn't want it. I didn't even want
I
it.
didn't want anything cool. It's fine. It's fine.
So the Bard's Loot just counts as a basic weapon, right?
Yeah, it's just a basic weapon.
Okay. I'll probably just use the halberd then.
But it also gives you that extra hero die that you can use to help someone else's roll.
Yep. Just bring it out, start playing the guitar solo from Dragon Force through the fire and the flame.
Giselle looks
Guitar solo so intense they need 2 people to play it.
Giselle looks at all of you and she says, I hope these will be helpful. given the circumstances, we don't exactly have a lot of things at our disposal.
Well, if you can't give us too much, it's still the tutorial, basically. Never mind.
What? I'm sorry, come again?
Don't worry,
about it.
Princess. We'll be just fine.
Okay.
I'm
Thank
speaking
you.
in weird, distant foreign idioms again.
You know, I've just learned to sort of go with it. You guys say things that, I'll be honest, I really don't get, but I'm doing my best to sort of come along
what
with
do you expect when you summon strangers from a strange land? We have strange manners of speaking.
Well, even if you are
Very
strange, you are delightful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good.
Appreciate that.
And I would also like to say I am deeply sorry about, well, all of this. I understand that it is very disorienting and very upsetting, I imagine. And I just wanted to let you know that I appreciate your willingness to help, even if it's not entirely of your own volition. But I do appreciate it, and I do want to let you know that if I could have chosen people who were more, would have been more happy to be a part of this, I would have. But the spell is the spell.
Wait, you chose us?
Well, the spell.
I think she's implying that she didn't get to pick.
Well, no,
She
I
did the spell.
Yes, I didn't. The spell picks the hero, or at least the hero, but there's 3 of you, so. But the intention is that the spell
Right.
pulls somebody from another world, as I mentioned before. Except that there were 3 of you. And as I said, had I had the ability to pick, I would have tried to find people who would have been more. I don't.
More capable
Well-
is what you're trying to
well,
say.
Princess-
No. I just meant.
More enthusiastic.
Well, Princess, even though each of us is 1/3 the hero the spell was supposed to acquire, I'm sure with our powers combined, we can overcome these obstacles together.
I'm trying not to be rude. I'm just trying to say that
course.
I appreciate what you're doing, and I apologize for putting you in this circumstance.
Well, the sooner we get started, the sooner I can go home. So, thanks again for the cool bow, but I think we best be off.
Yes, very
I-
good.
Nod
I think
respectfully.
I'm in agreement.
Well,
Yep.
once you are acquired one of the swords, feel free to come back to the city to resupply or to check the shop and whatnot and rest before you head to another area. You're always welcome back.
Awesome. Thank you.
Excellent.
Well, this city is conveniently located between all the locations we need to go to, so I think we'll be back.
All right. Well, good luck and safe travels.
Yep. Hold the fort down while we're gone.
That's what I do, she says, and she goes, and she laughs, but the look in her eyes is,
The smile doesn't reach her eyes.
no, it's like, haha, I'm having a great time. It's actually, Robert, you 100% sympathize with the look on her face right now. You're like, oh, yeah.
It's the look I've had almost my entire adult
Yeah,
life.
you're like, yep, no, I get it.
Yeah, before I turn to leave, I tell her, and while you're here, try to cheer up a little, not look so blue.
It's a joke. It's funny. I get it.
Bro, she's under so much stress right now. She doesn't need that shit.
She does the like laugh where like you're trying to humor someone because you don't want to upset them, but the laugh is not real at all. It's funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Sorry, she
I'm
kinda
still
makes it
sort of
easy.
trying to steal glances at Marlin to see if I can discern anything. He is ever the enigma.
Marlin is standing in the doorway, clutching his staff, stroking his beard, and like as you kind of like staring at him, and like he's staring into the garden, the fish hat on his head goes like gasps for a minute and then goes quiet.
Did I hear that as well?
Well,
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna touch his hat.
It's slimy and wet, like the
I
shoes.
just wanted to see. I wanted to see if a menu would pop up
If
on
there
it.
was any error message.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll me d6. The finding
do
glitches
it.
and exploits, so it's 2d6 actually. You get 2. Moon roll.
Oh, cool.
error. Life is
Fine.
life is hell, and I am caught in a prison of my own flesh.
You rolled a double boon on accident.
Oh, whoops.
That's okay. I'll let it ride.
I clicked the wrong one.
It's all good. All right. Okay. This is the term that pops up.
Item basic, a basic object that the hero can put into their inventory. It has no strikes, so it can't be destroyed. That's a basic item that just talked.
Minecraft villager.
Farewell, heroes. Good luck on your journey. If you ever so need, you may call upon Marlin the Blue to assist you. And he's going to reach out and hold out like a conch shell for somebody to take.
While he's doing that, I want to see if I can switch the flag on his hat from item basic to item special.
In this case, nothing will happen.
Okay. I just wanted to see if anything would happen.
Yeah.
But
Nothing will happen. Make me another boon roll real quick.
6.
Wow. Okay. Chad, I think that, with your gamer instincts and your exploit hunting, I think that you come to a conclusion in this moment. You think that you might be able to mess with some of how this place works, but you think that the terms themselves are a constant that cannot be messed with.
Okay.
Because they are like the foundational elements, what everything is made out of. You're not going to be able to do anything to them.
Okay.
Those things are going to remain constant.
Okay, but I myself don't apply to that, and can I swap between all these different?
Let me ask you a really important question, Chad. Would you like to touch yourself?
I will touch myself.
Right here in the garden,
in
Chad?
public?
Disgusting!
Damn!
Ew!
That's
Gross!
kind of inappropriate. I'm just saying.
Ew, gross.
I'm not touching
You
myself
see what
there.
the internet's doing to these Zoomers these days? They're touching themselves in public. There's no common decency anymore. Back
Pretty
in
sure
my
people touch
day,
themselves in public far before
Oh
Zoomers.
no! Oh no! That's no good.
Okay.
Hey, Chad, can you give me another boon roll?
3.
3. Okay. You kind of tap yourself a bunch. Nothing seems to happen.
Darn. Okay.
Well, let's get moving then.
I'm gonna figure this out. I'm gonna learn these rules.
I'm gonna crack your riddle. I'll solve your puzzle, Dungeon Master.
I kind of just want to grab Marlin already and just shake the hell out of him. What are your secrets?
Shake him by his ankle, see what falls out of his pockets.
Yeah,
All fish.
exactly.
It's just all
What
fish.
are you hiding
He is still
in that
holding out
robe
that
of yours?
conch. He is still holding out that conch shell, by the way.
I'll take it.
All right, add Marlin's conch to your inventory. Basically, it's a one-time use item only, and you can use it to summon Marlin the Blue. Whatever good
right.
that's gonna do.
Dang.
Oh yes, I have done it.
If you ever
He
need
turns
me,
us all into fish.
a brilliant plan. He strokes his beard.
Honestly,
Don't
if
do it.
there's
Don't.
a
Please.
water level,
Oh,
if there's a water level and we need to be like, okay, we gotta go do this water dungeon. Who needs Zora armor when we can just be turned into mer people?
listen. I am a master of
we were
aqua magic.
I would not blow that conch shell if we faced permadeath in the worst situation possible. I'm just saying.
Well, that's why you don't have it.
Well, good. Maybe it'll come of some use in your hands instead of mine.
Well, I would rather sacrifice my dignity than die, so I suppose that's one of the differences between us.
Things are gonna have to get quite indignant indeed for, I think, even you to blow that shell, unless I'm wrong.
You might be surprised.
Oh, God. All right. And on that note, I really think we should leave.
See, here's the thing. I don't think you understand. I really don't want to die.
Amen,
So,
brother.
I understand that. I just wonder if death is worse than whatever that shell will cook up.
I'd rather be covered in salty seawater than be dead. I don't know why you have such a hang up about this.
Would you rather die?
I haven't lived enough of my life to really Way it all, so death is kind of off the table as much as we can have it. That'd be kind of awesome. Because
I would rather
Dude,
wear
like,
fish shoes than be
I
dead.
haven't even gone to a concert yet, man.
But would you rather become a fish and flop on the ground till you suffocate and die anyway?
We shall see then.
Good luck on your journey, adventurers. Safe travels.
Thank you very much, Marlon. Luck to you as well.
I hope he drowns in his own seawater.
After he kind of like makes like a groaning noise, the eyes lock onto you, Robert, and you hear the hat go, "Walk a dangerous path. Be ready."
What?
Fuck! What is this?
Okay.
Farewell,
I'm gonna-
farewell turns into seawater and vanishes.
Like the fucking senator from the first X-Men movie.
Yeah, there's just seawater all over the floor.
I
Dear God.
hate this.
Java
Well, I think
looks over towards you and says, "Would you like an escort out of the city?"
We can
I
find
think-
our way.
I think we'd like some alone time
Very
for a
well.
little bit.
Safe
It's
travels, friends. He turns and leaps and shatters and leaps out of a window as it shatters.
Stairs. Just take the stairs.
I hope no one steps on the broken glass.
Who wrote him?
I don't know.
One of the servants passing by walks over some of the glass and just goes, "Ha!" and then ragdolls onto the floor.
Oh no!
I'm gonna use my glitch powers to try and put the glass back into the window and make it look like nothing happened.
All right, how many dice are you rolling?
I'll roll 2 dice.
Okay, roll it to me. Roll me two magic die. Let's see what happens.
Watch, in order to fix the window,
2
you
to
have
3.
to.
Not great.
Okay, so making glass float back up.
What would be the success? A 4?
I need a 5 for this because this is very complicated. Making a bunch of glass shards form back into a window.
I'll spend 2 karma. Give you 5.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So you gesture with your hand, and the glass flies up and sort of sinks back, and the window kind of repairs itself. As the glass is flying up back into the opening, it is kind of buffering and like hitting the body of this guy who is kind of like ragdoll flailing on the ground as the ice or the glass is sort of shooting back up in the window. So
I hate this.
I'm gonna go, "Oh God, are you okay, sir?"
I think he's dead.
Oh.
Did we just kill him?
he slowly fades out of existence.
Yeah, there he goes, despawning. There he goes. I'm going to be
I'm
honest.
sorry.
Well, I mean,
NPC.
it wasn't actually technically. It wasn't us that killed him. It was Java. Java inadvertently ended this man's life. If I didn't have
I
to
was
clean up
pretty
his mess,
sure
then it wouldn't be a problem.
that
So
in
I-
order to
Yep.
fix the window, you are going to have to rewind the events, and Java was going to leap backwards back through the window.
that would suck. That would really
That would suck.
You know, everything happens for a reason.
Anyway, let's get going.
They say the baker has delicious bread, says a random guard.
Awesome.
Oh.
Let's just go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get out of here.
I'm marching down the hallway toward the stairs.
You guys march out of the castle, cross the bridge into the city, and I guess are heading to one of the many exits to the town. And I guess this is where we're going to ask a very important question. Which area are we going to leave the city and head towards?
Did
think
we
we
want to do
decided
the
forest.
forest first?
Yeah, I think we decided on
Yeah,
forest first.
forest sounds good.
Because I think it was either forest or we go after Skeletron, who we're pretty sure is in the Wind Sea.
I think it's forest.
Yeah,
All right.
it seems like a
But-
good starting
But if we
area.
go after Skeletron first, we could keep his head like Mimir from God of War and just attach him to one of our belts. and
This
have
is
him as
this is
tag-along.
Alex's plan, and all the things in this campaign. This is the thing that he's like, we need to get that head so we can have a talking robot and bring him everywhere with us. This is the plan.
We need to have
feel
a
like-
somewhat. We need to have a witty, somewhat antagonistic sidekick who's just constantly talking shit and peanut gallerying in the background.
I
need it.
really don't think we do. I
Are
really
you
think
sure?
we could do without that,
actually.
We could take a break first and then hit him next, and that way we can have him later.
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Brilliant.
You know,
But we can
okay,
still
I will
have him for
compromise on that.
the other two swords.
I'm willing to
All right.
compromise there. Yeah.
Okay.
I love how
We
we
need
decided our entire fucking like story
Strat?
arc plot over should we have this guy's head now or later?
Okay.
Also,
Amazing.
when do we want to go into the mountains and have a dance battle?
All right, Michael Myers, let's go on an adventure. All of you leave the city and head west towards the Greenwood as you pass through the gates of the capital city and begin down the dirt road through rolling fields and grassy plains, headed towards what you can see in the distance is a massive forest of tall trees.